also help encourage the improvements in the surrounding community, like you just mentioned, Justin, giving a better way of living. How do you guys feel knowing that you are providing these opportunities? You're also providing these opportunities for this community and for future students coming into the BAS industry, but also how do you feel about doing it during this time with the Black Lives Matter movement and the protests happening all over the world? This is a question for all of you if anyone wants to answer it.
I think I'll just start it off by saying, I'll reiterate that, we're really blessed to have this job during this. That's another reason why I love it, because everybody's going to need building automation. If you own a company, you're going to want to save some energy by the end of the year, no matter what.
Today, we are going to talk to four controls technicians who are out at Roxbury College in Boston, and they are building an automation lab where students will be able to learn more about building automation. Hey guys, how y'all doing?
Doing great. Hello.
All right, I see we got Justin, we got Carlos, Adam, and Sean. You guys had a hard day already today?
Every day.
Every day.
Not too hard, not too long.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna hold you guys too long because I know you got to get back to it. But I appreciate you guys for coming on and giving us some information about what it is that you all do. So let's get started. You guys sent over some photos of some things that you guys have been working on. Y'all just been taking pictures. I want to share some with you guys. And Adam, actually, maybe you can tell me a little bit about what's happening in these photos. So y'all looking like one big happy family. Adam, tell me what's going on in this picture.
So we just arrived at Roxbury Community College, and this is before we even construct anything. This is the room before we even move the tables out. And we're just posing as one big happy team ready to start the project.
I love it. Yeah. I can feel your smiles through your masks. What about this one?
So this is just the room before we start construction on it. It had tables and trainers and all that. We ended up moving that out before we even started constructing what we built.
Gotcha. What are the trainers in this picture?
So the trainers are basically you have these cases and you can put all different types of controls devices inside of them, and essentially you can teach from a trainer. You can't teach everything, but you can teach a lot from the trainer itself.
Is that what the yellow and black boxes are, or is there a difference between the color boxes?
Yes, I believe the yellow boxes are smaller, so they have more condensed controls inside, whereas the black boxes are more expansive. They teach more concepts because they have more devices in them.
I see, gotcha. And then in this old classroom, that smart screen, it looks like a flat screen, but I'm gonna assume it's a smart screen board. That's where I'm assuming maybe you guys could connect the controllers or whatever software to that screen so that the students can sit and go along with what the instructor is teaching them.
That's right.
Candace, let me tell you something. I'm on fire. What's going on in this room? You guys, it looks like very different.
Yeah, so this is obviously after we started construction, and we have our equipment in there, the devices that we're going to be putting on the cage. And right now we're just unboxing them and organizing them and setting everything up for construction.
And this, let's see. I see, there's so many questions I have, but the biggest question I have is, what are y'all watching on TV? Because it doesn't look like you guys are learning anything about these trainers.
Yes, Justin will take it from here.
Justin, what do you got?
All right, so I decided to lighten it up a bit because they've been working so hard. You can see those cages are nothing. So we decided to, listen to some funny Patrice O'Neal, who's a hilarious comedian.
I think that's smart. You guys are just keeping your brain active, and laughter always helps the work go a lot smoother. So then this next picture, describe this to me.
We call this a dynamic wall. You see all the white ductwork, different sizes for different amounts of wires that are eventually going to be stuffed in there neatly, that is. And we had to just put up a couple of DIN rail there in between the ductwork so that we can mount a whole lot more devices on top of those. And you're just gonna have a bunch of controllers there, and it even expands. This whole dynamic wall even expands to the right of the picture. You can't even get the whole thing on this picture.
I see.
To where there will be more peripheral devices to the right of it.
Let me ask you this. Adam was saying earlier in the yellow control boxes, or those are trainers, I'm sorry, the yellow trainers and then the black trainers. Is this just like a even bigger version of what's in those boxes?
That is exactly correct. It's more
Okay.
like attaching multiple of those trainers together. Because let's say you may have one of those Honeywell devices in one of those trainers, but here you see 4 of them.
Yes.
This way you can just see how any of all of the devices and sensors and controllers can all interconnect. And you can do that on the mini trainers, but with this, you could just have a wide, endless range. And also it's great for open labs so that the instructor can use this as an example once you're all finished.
That's pretty cool. So the students will just be able to work intermingled throughout this whole structure. Mm-hmm. And I'm assuming, like you said, the instructor will just hop from area to area, showing the students the bigger interconnected picture of this mega structure. What is this? What is the mega structure called?
Dynamic wall.
Okay, right. Dynamic wall. Yeah. Okay, that's awesome. Mm-hmm. And then this looks like just a wider version of it, a wider shot of it. Like
yeah. You can see a little bit more of it. Even today, like now, we have even more added onto it. We have 3 swinging panels. You see the plexiglass that all the devices are sitting on. Mm-hmm. You have 3 of them that come out and swing because we just needed more devices put on dynamic wall.
I see. Okay. And this one, last but not least, this was my favorite picture. When I saw this, I think I laughed all day. Tell me, what was the inspiration, guys? I can barely see Carlos.
Right, Carlos.
Yeah, I believe the window is at least 5 feet. I just couldn't see in the window. The only thing you see is my hard hat. So, yeah, but I still want to be in the picture. I just couldn't get my face inside the window.
He's definitely taller than that.
Tell me, guys, tell me the timeline when this picture was taken. Was this like also the first day, or were you guys kind of well into the project by now?
Well, we were just getting started.
Okay. Taking a little photo shoot before you begin. I see. Well, that's awesome. Adam was born in Atlanta, Georgia. He currently lives in Snellville, Georgia. He graduated from DeKalb Early College Academy, and he recently received an engineering degree from GSU in 2020. Congrats, Adam. Woo-woo. That's so awesome. How does that feel, Adam?
It feels great, honestly. I put in a lot of work for that engineering degree, and I just feel like I earned it, and it's just really nice to have those skills.
Yes, you definitely earned it from what I understand, what it takes to complete this program. And then now you're currently in the program at the Georgia Piedmont Technical College. You're earning your building automation degree. That's correct?
Yes.
Awesome. Well, good luck. How much longer do you have until you're finished with that program?
Aside from this semester, I just have 2 more semesters after that.
Ooh, almost done. Well, that's Adam. Thank you so much, Adam and Justin, for giving me a description about what's going on in those photos. My man, Carlos, let me bring you in. How you doing, Carlos?
I'm doing awesome. Thanks for asking.
I see you got your PPE on and you got your hard hat on. You are ready to go. You guys, Carlos, he is born in Decatur, Georgia. He currently lives in Stone Mountain, Georgia. He's certified and worked in residential HVAC for over 3 years. He's worked in the automation field for a year. He's currently working on his degree in the building automation systems. He's 2 classes away. All right. You guys are killing it. You're almost done, Carlos. How does that feel to be almost done?
Ooh, it feels amazing. I've been in school for, it feels like an eternity, because once I graduated with my HVAC technology degree, I went right back for the building automation. So I kind of look at it all together as one. So it's been a long process, but very, very grateful that it's almost over.
That is on. Ooh, yes. I could definitely see that. Even with you, you have your EPA and your universal certification. You're working on your networking plus certification. I can see that you are building your skill set so that you can be honestly untouchable in this industry. Tell me about, what are your goals with getting all these certifications and packaging yourself in this way?
Definitely. Well, the goals for the certification is always to make yourself more appealing to a job.
Mm-hmm.
So just having the degree is also great, but my professor told me if you ever have a certification, it shows the employer that you went the extra mile to make sure that you understand your field. So just getting a certification always shows the employer that, hey, I go the extra step for my career. What I want to do shortly is own my own HVAC company on the side. I really love building automation. Like, I really love it. So that'd be my main career. And then I have my residential HVAC on the side. So,
That's excellent, Carlos. Good luck with all of that. What school was this that you graduated from?
Georgia Piedmont Technical College.
And you're currently in?
This at the same school, just a different program.
Just a different program. Awesome. Well, Carlos, all of you guys, all of y'all are from Atlanta, Georgia, or Georgia, different parts of Georgia. And this is your first time since COVID that you guys have been traveling. And I want to know, Carlos, what precautions, as I can already see you got your mask on, but what precautions have you put into place to protect yourselves and continue to social distance?
Well, Mr. Lovell, he definitely wants us to be safe. So we take it very seriously. We put together a protection plan for the team. So we make sure that we wash our hands often when we're here. We have a lot of hand sanitizer. We don't let too many people in our work area. As you see, we're in a room. This is where we work at. We're trying to let any other contractors come in the building this way if they want to. Like, we had an example. Someone wants to come in this way, we're in the back side of the building. But we told them they had to walk around the front side, not only to protect ourselves from COVID, but also just intruders. You never know who's walking around. So just pretty much just protecting everything about us to make sure that we're safe. So we bought these masks. We also have different type of masks, maybe 2 different types. And then hard hats.
A bunch of hand sanitizer as well. That's right.
Definitely. At the job.
Well, guys, I hope that guy who was trying to take a shortcut through y'all's workspace, I hope he wasn't carrying a load, because I know he was mad.
He thought we was being kind of aggy, not letting them in, but we only wanted to protect ourselves. Mr. Love is strict on us protecting ourselves in the company. Mm-hmm.
Yes, at the end of the day, even if he was upset, I'm sure he recognized, sometimes we're focused on our task at hand and forget what the bigger scope is, what's really happening. I'm sure he wasn't even considering COVID. He was like, I just need to get back to work quickly. But I'm sure when he thought about it, he said, that was smart of him, because not only was that gentleman protecting his team, he was protecting me as well. So good job, guys. That was a good call. Mr. Justin, what's going on, man? Justin was born in Atlanta, Georgia. He currently lives in Stone Mountain, Georgia. He graduated from Georgia State with an associate's in business marketing. And he also got his building automation degree from Georgia Piedmont Technical College, same college that Carlos got his degree from, is currently getting another degree from. And then he currently works as Base Lab, the lead technician, where right now they're on one of their jobs where they go around the United States and build training laboratories for students and these building automation programs. Justin, listen, that video you sent was hilarious. I could not stop laughing. I mean, you guys are really having fun. I want to share it with our viewers really quickly.
Now we're going to be here all night. Are you serious? my face. Home. All right, but I have good news, guys. I have good news. Just playing with you. It looks good, Adam. You did well. You deserve a pat on the back. Thanks so much, man. Yes, sir. Oh, man. So I was like, I'm done. I'm going home.
Oh man.
No, the funniest part was the crying at the end, the fake crying. I mean, I feel like Adam and Sean, I feel like you guys really wanted to cry, but you know, you saw the camera. You saw he had the camera. Y'all couldn't produce real tears. You weren't about to show the world those real tears. Y'all, that's amazing. You guys have such a great chemistry. It looks like y'all have so much fun. Justin, tell me more about just this culture, this day-to-day work environment.
Well, you know, we started off knowing it was going to be a lot of work to do, about 12 to 16 hours every day. Who does that? We do, and we enjoy it. The way we get through it is by having fun, you know, just by listening to music, you know, whether that's instrumentals and just say funny, wacky raps over it, or listen to some podcasts or hilarious comedians. And, you know, it just really boosts the morale and motivation and energy. We need that. And we're supported big time by Brian. He comes in, gives us some extra energy, and gives us the plans and layouts for the day. And he's easy to contact as well whenever he's not here. So it's a really good communication and chemistry we have going on. And, you know, we're really motivated just by, you know, the job that we're doing. We always keep in mind what importance it has for the community. Roxbury Community College, or Roxbury College, it really is going to have a boost of energy like how we're getting once it's all set up. It's going to look beautiful and lavish. And not only that, but it can turn people wanting to go to a 4-year college, not really knowing what they want to do, into going to a 2-year, graduating with a guaranteed job. It doesn't get much better than that. So that's,
yeah. I mean, you guys are providing a better way of life for people, essentially.
Yeah, it doesn't get much better than that. And, you know, we're just excited and blessed that, you know, it's us four, you know, young Black, you know, hardworking technicians during COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You said a mouthful right there, Justin. And, you know, I think it's really cool, too, that, you know, you're not just only sitting at a desk. You guys are engaging your physical selves, being able to use your brain power as well as your manpower, using your hands. I mean, it doesn't get better than that. You get to equally use both of those. And you spoke on something, Justin, speaking of, you know, you guys being for Black American technicians. I mean, this is just very rare to see. Is it true that you guys are working right down the street from where Malcolm X grew up?
Yes, it is true. And it's a Black neighborhood, and we're just really excited that they will get more of an opportunity to really get a job that I think a lot of people will enjoy.
Yeah. Give them better opportunities to make a higher income.
Yeah, that too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And are you guys living in that area? Like, where are you guys? Y'all work in the area, like Roxbury's there, but then you guys would go to where?
We drive about 10 minutes every morning and afternoon when we're done, to back and forth from where we're working and where we're staying at. Where we're staying is in Brookline, Boston. It's a nice neighborhood. We're in an apartment. It's 5 bedrooms. We each get a bedroom because, you know, it's a whole month. I don't really want to see these guys at night. So yeah.
Thumbs up.
Yeah. So after a long day of work, we get a nice rest at the end. Yeah. After we do a little bit of our chores that we've designated for each person for each day and do what we got to do. We even get to play some video games and then call it a night.
Yeah, I'm sure you want to call it a night pretty quickly too because of that 12 to 16 hour shift. Oh no. If I were with you guys, I am not playing video games. I'm going to get some food and I'm pretty much sleep eating in the bed. Let me read something to you guys about where you are. In June 2012, the National Trust for Historic Preservation added the Malcolm X House to its list of endangered historic places. It hopes to raise $750,000 to revamp the building into graduate school housing for students who are studying African American history, social justice, or civil rights. I think it's great that Malcolm X's family wants to rehabilitate the home because it would not only restore an important piece of American history, but also help encourage the improvements in the surrounding community, like you just mentioned, Justin, giving a better way of living. How do you guys feel knowing that you are providing these opportunities? You're also providing these opportunities for this community and for future students coming into the BAS industry, but also how do you feel about doing it during this time with the Black Lives Matter movement and the protests happening all over the world? This is a question for all of you if anyone wants to answer it.
I think I'll just start it off by saying, I'll reiterate that, we're really blessed to have this job during this. That's another reason why I love it, because everybody's going to need building automation. If you own a company, you're going to want to save some energy by the end of the year, no matter what's going on. And so, with us doing it safely, who could possibly have an issue with us working so diligently? I just really like that part about it. It's very rare that you can find something like that. Anybody want to say anything?
Well, I like having this job or apprenticeship in my case because I feel like by doing this, we're giving a lot of people opportunities, especially people who don't have the funds or the means to go to 4-year colleges and institutions. They can just go to a 2-year technical college and get a high-paying job guaranteed right out of college. So I feel like we're providing a lot of opportunity to a lot of people, especially of our race, to help get out of this situation that we're in.
That's good. And, how does that, go ahead.
I would say, lastly, I would say right now we're all, well, I say not we're all, but I'm in my 20s. And there's a 10-year-old boy out there that looks just like me. And years down the line, he may want to do building automation. He might want to pick up a trade. Me personally, to me, out of the trade, this is the best trade you can get. It's not too much hard work on your body. You get to use your mind. And minorities, such as myself, are really needed in this industry. The industry is really dominated probably by white men in general, and then white men on top of that. So just being a minority man coming into this field and you seeing another black man help build this program for you, it just speaks volumes for Black Lives Matter and how another young black man might see this opportunity like, wow, they came and built this for me. So when he's in this program, he'll take it a little more seriously. Mm-hmm. That's what I want.
Yeah, and I can see that you guys are very proud of the work that you do, and just talking about what's happening around the world. I mean, mainly around the country, but also around the world. You guys have even more of a sense of pride doing this type of important work during this time. That's such a good point, Carlos. We are looking to the people that we want to help, the people, younger generations that we want to pull up with us. That's important. What is it that, or the things that you guys are doing, focusing on this trade, focusing on helping these next generations. That's what's key during this time. That's what's key during a time of pain or frustration or whatever these emotions that we may be going through. You all, 4 Black American control technicians working together for to better the world, ultimately to have and make a way for the future. That's what's key. That's what's important. And it's great to see you all talk about that. And it's great to see that you guys are, uplifted in your spirits during this time, because I know some of you guys have had personal conversations about, like I said, the emotional aspect of it, how it can be draining, but you guys seem that you guys have a wonderful work environment where you're able to discuss some of these things, some of these tough topics, and then get right back to work. And then send me funny videos that I can expose you guys having too much fun.
And I like to say, not only are we trying to encourage more people of different ethnicities to be involved in building automation, but we would love to see some women in this building automation program and come out on top.
That would be that's key. That's what we're working to do, the Step and STEM program. And, we'll see different audiences tune in and watch this particular episode of you all, and hopefully just you all giving your experiences, sharing your experiences with us. Hopefully that will definitely encourage all audiences to really jump into the building automation systems space. So Sean recently graduated from high school. What high school did you recently graduate from? Boo, Shiloh. I went to Tucker Middle School. Tucker Middle School and Tucker High School. So that is definitely one of our enemies. But congratulations still. How does it feel to be done? Okay, old man. It does. Well, we're really proud of you, Sean. He currently lives in currently lives in Snellville, and Adam and Sean are actually brothers, and he is currently a controls technician apprentice working on this job here at Roxbury. Sean, how has it been coming straight out of high school and already working in the building automation field, getting paid for the work that you do in your apprenticeship?
I mean, it's always nice to get paid as soon as you get out of high school, doing some work where you can learn valuable trades. But I also do have to ask, where's the off season?
Where's the off season? Somebody, we gotta fire him. We need somebody else to come in and finish his job. No, but that's key. I mean, that's huge. Look at, there are so many high school students, number one, who just have no clue what they want to do, let alone getting paid for doing, even if it's just not necessarily the exact field they would want to do, but even going into an apprenticeship, an internship, paid. That's unheard of. Again, especially during COVID, there's just so much going on. And I can only imagine the feeling that you have of just being excited and happy that you're in such a great position. Sean, what do you plan on doing in the future? Do you plan on getting your building automation degree? GPTC is down the street. So guys, maybe y'all should just be encouraging him to go to GPTC.
We try to throw that out to him.
Never a bad idea. Worked good for me.
I think they may be a little biased, but it is a goal of mine to get it if the opportunity presents itself. I mean, I'm still young and looking towards the future. I'm not entirely set on what I want to do, but the degree is very appealing. It's only 2 years. It doesn't cost as much as a 4-year institution, and it's just extremely practical. Even if I don't decide to get a job with it, it's extremely practical. I can use it at home. I can use it to help family. I can use it to make some money on the side, helping neighbors. There's just so many possibilities with this field. So it's definitely something I'm looking into.
That probably was going to be the most inspiring comment of this entire episode, because you have younger audiences, especially as millennials, right? We just want to get out. We want the success to come super quick. We just want to go. We want to dive right into our passions and our dreams and you know, it doesn't matter what it is that we quit. We'll quit a million jobs before, or if we're unhappy, we'll continue to just move forward and do the things that makes us feel happy. But to hear you, just this young gentleman say, you know, talk about stability, what? We need more people like you to speak up about stability, because that's important. That's what's ultimately during this time, that's what's going to really fund our passions. And one thing I know about building automation is that there's an endless amount of career opportunities in it. So Sean, you know, like you said, I'm happy to hear that this is still a career field of interest, because you'll get into it and you may say, hey, I want to start doing coding. I want to go into data. I want to go into et cetera, et cetera. The list goes on. And so you only will know. One thing I want people to really focus on nowadays is that stability is probably one of the most important things that we need to do. And so once you get into this stable career, once you're, like you said, taking care of yourself, your family, what have you, you got your priorities straight, then you can start to explore and say, okay, well, what can I fund? What is it? What's the direction that I want to go in with this? So very wise of you, Sean. What about you, Carlos? You talked about, you know, HVAC company. I can't wait to call on you because I was having problems with my HVAC the other day. I was just kidding. But then Justin and Adam, what are you guys planning on doing? What's your future plans?
Okay, so my future plans is to continue working in the automation industry, excuse me, for the next year. And hopefully after that, I'm planning on joining the military, actually the Air Force, which is what I'm leaning towards. And I plan to use the degree and the skills that I've acquired to be an aircraft mechanic in the Air Force.
That's amazing.
That is amazing. That is
Yeah. Good luck with that too, Adam. That's going to take a whole other level of training and skill sets. So you're going to just come out of you said you're going to the Army?
Air Force, but I'm leaning toward the Air Force right now.
Got you. Well, you'll be graduating from the Air Force with a whole list of skills that we could definitely use. And so, Justin, what about you? What are your plans?
Well, I'll be continuing building automation trainers like the one you see behind us for quite a while. And while I'm doing that, I'll be building skills and more than likely going back to school to develop those skills even further. And so that I can, you know, take more load on this company to really expand it as much as possible.
Right. I think that's what's important right now. You know, with the Step and program, with us going and acquiring new STEM champions who are our partners, Roxbury College being one of them, you know, you're going to have a lot of work to do because there's a lot of need. There's a lot of interest in colleges wanting to start building automation programs, as you already are aware of. So, yeah, you're definitely already stepping into your future. Guys, good luck with everything. I wish you all the best. You all individually are leaders in your own lanes, and it's amazing just to see you guys together being one just huge force to be reckoned with. I got one more question for y'all, and then I promise I'm gonna let y'all go. So 3 of you guys were in the Step and STEM program, the actual musical aspect. Justin, Adam, Sean, Carlos. Now that I'm getting to know you, we gotta bring you in on the Step and STEM program. I can't wait. You're gonna be perfect. Can you guys, Justin and Adam and Sean, can y'all tell us what your involvement in the musical is?
So my involvement in the musical was I was a part of the band. Since I played the trumpet, I just provided some of the musical cues throughout the performance.
good job.
And so for me, I was actually an actor. I played a character named Matt, who is the stereotypical nerd, except I was a little more cool.
Y'all, he was so cool. It was like, Adam, you're too cool. Get into character.
Yeah, and it was just a lot of fun playing that character. And just exploring more about myself in the process.
That's excellent. Yeah, I think we all did. I think as a team, you know, those late nights of rehearsals, we found out that if there was a challenge, if there was something that was new to us, I think we all were on the same wavelength, that it didn't matter what the challenge was. We were going to work together. We were going to work on that specific goal and overachieve it. We're going to supersede it. So that was I'm glad you made that statement, because that's that's what this musical does. It definitely challenges all of us individually. What about you, Justin?
I played TES, the T in the acronym STEM, and I was a little more of the comedic relief in it.
That's true. That's true. Justin's always cracking jokes. And what else? Well, actually, Justin, you were the DJ too. Tell us about the interactive DJ process.
Yeah, so in between sessions, or as the kids were moving in and out of the auditorium, I'd play some music for them and get them more involved. And we'd also, in terms of getting involved, there's like a little dance contest for one of the sessions we had. And man, the kids, like the younger kids, they knew all the dances and just showed out. We even had another guy who played Mr. Ari, the teacher in the program. He did a dance off with some of the kids. And
I remember that.
They just loved it. Oh, man. It was hilarious.
So the reaction, so the students, they were excited. What about the STEM champions, like the teachers or the principals? Like, what were their reactions and stuff to the A Step in STEM program at the schools?
Oh, yeah. They're very impressed in the whole program and how we performed, and they told us at the end of each performance that we really lit up the room and got the kids involved, like they've never seen in those auditoriums. I don't really want to, brush my own shoulders. These guys.
No, listen, I'm going to dust your shoulders off for you, because y'all are amazing. I'm telling you, it's your energy that you bring to the program that makes it what it is. Like I said, Carlos, I got a million things in my mind rolling right now that I can't wait for you to be a part of this program. What advice would you guys give? There's people listening, like I mentioned all the time, we have different audiences. We have you guys who are part of the musical aspects of the creative side, and then you're also a part of the technician side. You guys are the technical side. You guys are technicians in the building automation industry. And then you have whether, young and old audiences who are ready to transition in their careers, or they're not sure where they want to go. You have students who are currently students who may want to transition into a whole other field. You have students who are in 4-year colleges who may want to quit the college because it's too much money, but they still want to, pursue a viable career. What advice would you guys give, one of those audiences, all of those audiences, in pursuing a career in building automation, or any STEM career related to building automation?
Well, one, I only can speak on building automation, and a quote that I would give is, one degree open up plenty of jobs. So you know how sometimes you might get let's just say a business degree or whatever the case may be, you only can do so much. But with the building automation degree, you can do networking. Like literally, you go work for someone networking. You can work for someone's hospital. You can do HVAC. You can do the programming of the HVAC. It's so many different jobs, like just that you can apply yourself for, because you have the knowledge and a different certification that comes with the job. So like you have your program with building automation, but you maybe can get like 5 different certifications out this program. So that means that's 5 different career fields that open up for you, not just one. Mm-hmm. So, and the last thing is minorities. We need you. It'd be a blessing to get women in this field, because there's not enough women in this field. And you don't have to get your hands dirty. You see mine is nice and soft. You don't.
Carlos, Carlos, are you saying women are afraid to get their hands dirty? Oh, y'all better get Carlos.
I'm not saying that.
Y'all better get him.
Hands dirty, ladies. That's all I'm saying. You know,
For the select few.
for the select few. But
Okay, select few. Well, y'all better be including some men in that too, because I know some men who do not like to get their hands dirty.
Plenty of men.
but just those 2 points, I really just want to stick out. Minorities, we need you. That's black men and that's women, also of all color. The women of everything and black men. And lastly, this 1 degree can open up many career fields, not just a job. I mean, career fields.
Fields, yes. Oh, Carlos, thank you for sharing that. That's so important for them to hear from you guys. You guys gave it a try. I think that's what it is. Just give it a try. Just research it. Just see, it's hard. Like I said, this is a very rare picture. We don't see minorities too often in groups in this field. And so to see you guys having fun, getting paid, and really enjoying the work that you're doing, like that's so important. So, y'all just give it a try. Just research it. Any other advice you guys want to give?
Speaking of researching, ACP, Association of Controls Professionals, they do a great job with spreading awareness for the many fields that you could go into for STEM. Science, technology, engineering, and math, that's a whole lot of fields. And the website that you could go to is acp21.org. You could just be more informed with STEM if you go to the website. It's just got a whole catalog of different programs you could go into and a program near you. And, we will be on the road performing and doing our thing, and we will be seeing you all in the city near you for sure.
That's true. Definitely on the website as well. You'll see the Stepping Stone page where you guys can sign up if you're interested in us coming to your city or your school. So definitely go there as well. Any last comments before I let you guys get back to work or work?
Yes, I just like to point out that, just to reiterate a little bit, it's so important that we learn a trade during these difficult times, because this is a rare industry where we can continue to do to work while the world is going through so much right now. And I just think it's so important and valuable to have this skill, because we have no idea what the future will bring, and it's always better to be prepared, and it's always best to be proactive. And this industry, honestly, from what I've seen, I don't see any other industry that has it the same way that automation does.
That's key. Be prepared. We just have to be prepared. I mean, we're so capable. Humans are so capable of doing a plethora of things, but if you're not prepared, you won't be able to even get to step 1, step 2, step 3, Thank you for that, Adam. Guys, this was so much fun. I can't wait to talk to you guys again on your next location. Do you guys already have the next college or the next laboratory you guys are going to be working on together?
There's a few choices.
Okay. To be continued, a few choices. Well, I'm going to be following you guys and interrupting your work to talk with me again at that next location. Justin, Carlos, Adam, Sean, thank you guys. I'll talk with you guys soon. Can't wait. Y'all have a great day. Be safe. Be safe. Be safe.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.